Peace, guys. It's your girl, Play Bunny Pee Wee. Then we got London and Leo. Love. Okay. I just wanted to come and do a quick update for you guys. Excuse me, I'm driving. I'm not going very far. London, sit him down and put his seatbelt on him and his car seat. I just want to do a quick video for y'all about something that's been on my mind or whatever. I haven't posted a video on YouTube in a while, so I guess I'll just come to y'all. Hey. I guess I'll just come to y'all with an update to let y'all know the real of what's going on. So, as you guys may know, like 2 or 3 months ago, we moved into our luxury townhome, which a lot of people don't know was a townhome. So, I posted a post on Facebook. My Facebook is Ken's Divinity. You need to stop it. But I made a post a couple of months ago about us moving into our luxury townhome. For one, a lot of people don't know that me and my oldest son, and I was pregnant with Leo, Love wasn't born yet, and my other daughter's in Texas with her daddy. But me and London were homeless for a while or whatever. Now, London wasn't always homeless. He was with my grandma in Texas. But London ended up coming back with me. I ended up going back to get him. And so, like, towards the end of 2021, we were homeless for months. We stayed in hotels for months. And then at the beginning of 2022, we moved here to New Albany, Mississippi, where we got our first apartment, our first 2-bedroom apartment. And at that time, I had given birth to Leo. So it was me, London, and Leo. Then I ended up getting pregnant with Love. And I had her last year in 2022 of October. So now it's me, London, Leo, and Love. And so, just to catch y'all up if y'all didn't know. But so we were so excited to get our first apartment last year in January. We were so excited. Like that was just like the best feeling ever in the world. Our little small 2-bedroom apartment, honey, we would have thought it was a mansion, right? And so I'm bringing it up to say this. Everything that glitters is not gold, okay? I would gladly take that 2-bedroom apartment back. Like, move back to that 2-bedroom apartment as compared to living in this 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage townhome, luxury townhome. The only thing about the townhome that we live in, a lot of people, when I posted it, they thought it was just a big ass house. But no, it's just a upgraded townhome. So the townhomes that we live in, they're like 2021 or 2022 townhomes. So they luxurious. They like Airbnbs and shit. It looks spacious on the outside, but y'all, them hoes is shoebox small on the inside, and the walls are paper thin. The walls are paper thin, y'all. Like, I'm just letting y'all know this because everything that glitter is not gold, and just because it's bigger does not mean that it's better. Because like I said, if I had a choice, if I had an option, if I had to stay here in New Albany, I would most definitely move back to my 2-bedroom apartment that I stayed in last year as compared to living here. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, if you're not from Mississippi, the further you get down deep into Mississippi, the more racist that it gets. So going towards, okay, from where I'm from, like Senatobia, Independence, Mississippi, it ain't just bad racism down there because that's closer to Memphis. That's closer to like South Haven. That's closer to Tennessee. So that's black people territory, you know, where I'm from, and going towards that way. But see, I moved further going towards the opposite direction. So I'm right here next to Tupelo, Corinth, Mississippi, Saltillo, Mississippi, Pontotoc, Mississippi, Oxford, Mississippi. And so the further you come this way, the more racist it is. And y'all, I done seen some racist ass shit, but I have experienced extreme racial discrimination since we moved here to New Albany. It wasn't as bad as the apartments that we lived in before, because it was predominantly black people in those apartments. But now, since we over here in like this white folks neighborhood, oh honey, it's fucking awful. It's fucking awful. And I made such a mistake. Moving over here. I would not advise any single black young woman with children to move to Beacon Hill East, because that's why I live in New Albany and Beacon Hill East, right? So I made a post on Facebook, but I didn't want to make myself more of a target because we was already going through so much, and we've only lived here since the end of April, y'all. So let's say May, June, July. We lived here literally almost exactly 3 months. On the 26th, it'll be 3 months. And this has been 3 months of pure hell. The only complaints I have about my apartment that I lived in before the townhome was that it needed a lot of renovation. It was a lot of stuff wrong with the apartment. But as far as like the people and the neighbors, they wasn't no issue. They wasn't no problem. Like, you know, it was peaceful over there. It was small over there. Didn't too much go on at all over there. From day one, living over here in these townhomes, it has been hell. The adults are terrible and the children are terrible. The management, the maintenance, the landlord, terrible. Terrible. Very, very white supremacist, entitled, white privileged people. Even the black people out here are like white privileged and entitled. They are very whitewashed. You see what I'm saying? Nobody is a proud nigga. Nobody in that community is a proud nigga besides me. And what I mean by a proud nigga is I don't try to hide my ethnicity. I talk like how I talk. I walk like how I walk. We are who we are. And I teach my children to be proud of who they are. So when they out in public dealing with people, you know what I'm saying? They proud black children. And on top of that, you guys know I'm spiritual, so therefore I'm enlightened. I'm not no slow ass black hoe. I'm not no slow black bitch. I'm not no dumb black bitch. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, I see through a lot of people. I pay attention to a lot of things that the normal person wouldn't pay attention to. And so therefore, I'm going to speak up on a lot of different shit that the normal person wouldn't speak up on. The normal people, the normal basic person that doesn't think as deep as me, that doesn't see as deeply as me, they're not going to speak up on it because they don't even know what's being done to them. If somebody was being racially discriminatory against them or racially discriminating them or not giving them the same opportunities or treating them a certain way because of their skin color, right? They wouldn't even know because they're not even, their mind isn't even programmed to see that deep, to see between the smoke and mirrors and shit, right? So since I've been out here, I've been seeing between the smoke and mirrors. I've been calling these people out on their bullshit. So one of the first things that went on that I noticed was, like I said, the walls are paper thin. The walls are paper thin in the apartments. I mean, in the townhomes. And so literally you can hear every single thing from sun up to sun down. Y'all got one more time. Y'all got one more time. But the walls are paper thin in the townhome. Like, we didn't even have this problem at the apartments. The neighbors downstairs, who did ride my ass like this? I wonder, can y'all see this person? They're in a blue Grand Marquis. Ride my ass. Like, weird as fuck. But what was I finna say? Like, that person was being weird as hell. But what was I finna say? We didn't even have this problem at the apartments. At the apartments, the neighbors couldn't hear us, we couldn't hear the neighbors, type shit. So I was not used to this. I was not used to this. Y'all, from sun up to sundown, I can tell y'all these people a whole routine. The woman is the only person that work in the household, and she got like 4 or 5 children, the people that stay next door to me. She got like 4 or 5 children. A couple of her children are autistic or mentally impaired, from what the landlord told me. And it's funny because, you know, I already be having a feeling about shit. I already be having like my intuition about shit, be telling me to ask certain questions and try to see certain things. So I asked her before I moved in, before I even signed my lease. I said, who am I going to be living next door to? Who are my neighbors? Oh, I can't let you know that until you sign your lease. I can't let you know that until you move in. That was one of the first red flags. Then she also told me when I was applying that they don't do unit transfers. So once you get inside that unit, you have to stay in that unit. They're not going to transfer you from that unit. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm like, I shouldn't need no transfer anyway. So then, Another red flag to me was too, this is how I know that she racist. The whole application process, she gave me hell. She gave me pure hell. And trust me, and listen, I know other people that live out there. Not that many, maybe like one or two. And they was telling me how it was for them. But these are like lighter skinned people. These are like lighter tone people. These are people that are caramel complexion or above, right? And they was telling me how easy it is to get out there to move in out there. And I'm thinking to myself, hell no, ain't no way it can't be, because these are luxury homes. You can tell that they just built this shit. You can tell, you know, it can't be that fucking easy. They were like, girl, yes, it's very easy. Like, it's not what you thinking at all. So, whole application process, she giving me pure hell. She taking me through every ringer, every loop, every hoop that she can take me through. And I'm just like, you know, and after so long, after I done turned into her all my documents, she see I got my money. She see I'm ready to move in. Like, I ain't got no background, no criminal history, none of that. They didn't do credit checks. So I'm like, what the fuck is her issue? What the fuck is her problem? So I finally, like, after I hadn't been out there to this lady office 3 and 4 times turning in paperwork. She wanted to be all in my business. And I'm like, okay, I bet this just how people do, you know, this just how these townhomes and these duplexes and apartment complexes do. They just want to be all in your business and making sure that you can pay them. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just chill. But after that 4th or 5th time that she called me telling me I was missing a document or something was wrong with my document, I said, man, hell no. Hell no. I said, man, this lady is racially discriminating against me. This lady just doing me like this because she want me to give up. And she don't want me to move out there, so she just taking me through the ringer for no reason. So I was like, fuck that. Then like I said, where we live at. We live in New Albany, Mississippi. It's racist as fuck out here. It is predominantly white out here. So I was like, I called her. I hit her up. She didn't answer the phone. And so I left her a voicemail. I said, hey, you know what? I said, I'm really tired of like you taking me through all these hoops and all these different ringers and shit like that. Like you literally taking me all around the world, and the people that I talk to that live out here say that you didn't do them nothing like that. So I feel like you're just doing that to me because I'm young, I'm African American, I'm a single mother, and I guess you think these townhomes is too luxury for me and that we don't deserve it. So we gonna let you have it. I said, you're racially discriminating against me. I don't have any more documents to turn in to you. If you can't accept the documents that I have given you already, then that's fine. We just won't move out there. That's the voicemail that I left her. This was back in April. And so she calls me back the next day and was like, I am not racially discriminating against you. These are documents that I need. I do this to everybody that moves out here. Such and such, this and that. You know, just doing what racist women do. Hold on, let me put some on my lips. Because my shit done got chapped talking about this. Hey, Leo, I see you. Your brother put your crown on?
Yeah, he's going to be a king.
Your brother put your crown on?
There you go.
Oh, both of y'all are kings. London, you told me to put this slit in your eyebrow, so don't be embarrassed now.
Well,
And it look good.
No, it doesn't. It looks like the toothbrush did it. You gotta see.
It looks good to me. And so, y'all, I'm trying not to make the video too long because I don't want it to take like 2 and 3 days to upload. So, I had to go check my mailbox in my old apartments. I be doing that all the time. I come over here like once a week checking my mailbox. I just miss being over here really, so
Me too.
I just, you know, the kids were nicer, but we gonna get into all that. So I told her, I was like, you know what, just forget it. Just forget it. We just gonna find somewhere else to go. And so she called, doing like racist bitches do. I know so many black people. It is a lot of black people that live out here. I'm not a racist. I got a such and such. And I was like, okay, cool, fine. So after I accused her of being a racist, the very next day she called me saying, your application was approved. How was my application approved when you said that I was missing documents? When you said that you still needed this and you needed that, and now all of a sudden I'm approved? First red flag. I said, okay, cool. All right, we move in. second red flag, the walls are paper thin. When I tell y'all I can hear every single thing that goes on with my neighbors and what they're doing in their household. First of all, they get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a woman, and I think she's like a hoe or something, because one week it'll be a black guy over there. Then the next week, it'll be a white dude. And this white dude that be over there, the woman is white herself. The white dude that be over there is supposed to be her church member. But he married and he got a wife, okay? He be in a white pickup truck. And so he'll come over there when the black dude ain't there. Now, a married man that's a church member that got a wife shouldn't be at another woman church member house at 10, 11 o'clock at night, okay? But I'm minding my business. I've never met these people. I've never had a conversation with these people. You're going to find out later on in the story how I even knew that. How I even came across that information. So, from 8 o'clock in the morning, from 8 to 9 o'clock, they wake up at 7. So, from 7 to 9 o'clock, you just hear yelling and screaming for 2 hours straight when the black guy is there. When the black guy is there, they're arguing nonstop. This my house. I pay the bills. I pay the bills, such and such, this and that. Her and the nigga arguing. So then her baby, one of the little autistic babies, which I'm not talking about nobody's child, because y'all know I think Leo may have autism. I got to get Leo evaluated for autism. But still, when she holler, her baby holler. So she over there hollering, yelling and such, then there go her baby hollering, yelling and such. And you know, kids that's mentally impaired, they do all type of shit. So next thing you know, you hear scratching on the wall. Scratching on the wall, kicking on the wall, beating on the wall. And it's like we all are in the same room with each other. I don't have a job. My son is homeschooled. We don't have a reason to have to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. But staying next door to these people, we get up at the time that they get up, and we up until they leave the motherfucking house. And it pisses me off so bad, because it's so hard for me to go back to sleep. It is so hard for me to fall asleep, right? And so once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. But I'm a light sleeper. So any little noise or anything, if you a light sleeper, then you know a motherfucker can drop a pin. A motherfucker can drop a feather and you will wake up. And that's just period. I've been a light sleeper ever since I've had my children. So I'm waking up to this commotion every morning. Every rising. It's nothing but pure fucking commotion. And I'm talking about banging, kicking, stomping, the slamming of the doors is constant. Now, I could have avoided this if she had told me from the jump who I was living next door to. If she had told me that I was living next door to a woman with 4 and 5 children, and 2 of them are mentally impaired, and she herself, the mother herself, is mentally impaired, it's over. I'm not doing it. Put me somewhere else in another unit, or I'm finna move. But she strategically put me there so I could be uncomfortable. She knew exactly what she was doing. So I have been making noise complaints for the past 3 months. First, my noise complaints were getting ignored until I went a step above her head and called one of my caseworkers, one of my old caseworkers. I called my caseworker and asked her if there's anything that she could do about it for me, because she knew the landlord. And she said, yeah. So once I called my caseworker, that's when she called me to myself. Well, the landlord called me, listen, I can't do anything about the noise, especially if I don't hear it myself. So the next time when you're hearing all that noise, you got to walk down to my house, because she live in a complex too. She said, you got to walk down to my house and get me, or come over there to the office and get me, and I have to come hear it for myself. Okay. So the next time the noise was going on, I go to her house. I think she wasn't there this time. She wasn't there at her house this time, and she wasn't at the office either. Okay. Of course, it happens again, because this is every morning, especially on Sundays. The most demonic people love to go to church on Sundays. The most evil, twisted, sick-minded, racist, conniving, malicious, narcissistic people love to go to church on Sundays. I've been knowing this, but it just solidified it for me living next door to these people. These people keep up and cause so much fucking hell, but be ready for church on Sunday. That's why you couldn't pay me to walk in no church full of motherfucking devils. The church is full of fucking devils and goddamn demons. And I'm not just calling these people devils and demons because they causing commotion or they got all this noise and all this disturbance going on. No, these people are devils. These people are real deal devils. You have to live beside them to know what I'm talking about. Because even I can't, it's so much that done went on that I might be forgetting shit. But these people are evil. They are fucking evil. So, as far as the noise complaint, one day I called her while she was at the office. And I called her. And it's funny to me that she always pull up to the office when the neighbors are leaving. Remind you, the neighbors leave at 8:30, 9 o'clock. She pulls up to the office at 9 o'clock. The neighbors go to bed, because remember, I know their whole schedule. They go to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. She leaves the office at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. So they got this system going on to where even if I wanted to complain, even if I was to catch them in action, it's no way that I can report it because she's not there. Right? So I catch her at the office one day. And, of course, as I'm going to the office to knock on the door to get her, I called. I guess as I was calling to tell her that they over there loud banging on the walls again, the neighbors were leaving at this time. And so she was like, okay, I'm on my way over there right now. So I'm like, yeah, she finally finna go over there and say something to them. Y'all, why the woman came to my fucking house? Why did the woman come to my fucking house? London, give me your stuff. What you want?
I want the popper gun thingy.
And what else? That's it?
Yeah, you can get my dime just in case.
I don't think I'm gonna need it. Keep your lucky dime. So, I'm thinking she finna go over there and just tear into their ass, because at this point I done complained about them like 10 times. So I'm thinking that she finna go over there and tear into their ass. I hear banging on the door. I'm like, okay, she over there banging on the door. And I'm sitting here and banging. I'm like, cool, they gonna open the door and she gonna let their ass know. And so, she never did. She never let their ass know. Y'all know why? Because she was at my house banging on my door. She wasn't at the neighbor's house banging on their door trying to get in their house. She was at my house banging on my door. She called me and when she got back to the office after she got done banging. She called me and was like, hey, you didn't hear me banging at your door? I said, oh, I thought that was next door. I said, I thought you was banging on the door next door. She was like, no. I said, did you go talk to the neighbors? What you was banging on my door for? I didn't get a chance to talk to them because they were already leaving, and I have to come to your house. I have to come to your house and hear it first before I say something to them. I was like, man, this crooked. In my mind, I'm thinking to myself, man, this crooked ass bitch. This bitch is so racist and so crooked. What sense do that make for you to come to my house and have to hear it first before you go over there and say, so you think I'm complaining for no reason? You think I'm pulling complaints out my ass like I'm just lying on these folks. If I tell you this is what they doing, this is what they doing. And I've been telling you this since we moved in, but you've been ignoring me. I've been complaining since we moved in, but you've been ignoring me. Any of my complaints and concerns, she has been ignoring me. Okay. So I said, you know what, fuck it. I just kept on leaving voicemails, leaving her emails, trying to call the corporate office and let them know that the neighbors are a disturbance. Okay. Not only are the neighbors a disturbance, the kids outside are fucking thugs and fucking hooligans. Fucking thugs, gangsters, and hooligans. And these little white kids, these ain't only little black kids, these little white kids, they are so ratchet. Yeah, and for me to be calling somebody ratchet, for me to be calling somebody ghetto, for me to be calling somebody rough around the edges, you know it's got to be serious. These and it ain't even ghetto or ratchet really, because ghetto and ratchet people can be very educated. They can be very well put together and stuff like that. These are just some untrained animals. Yes, these kids out here are some untrained motherfucking animals. And that's the simplest way that I can put it. Okay? They act like wild creatures off the leash. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all done ran into some badass kids that just ain't had no manners, you can tell they ain't got no home training. Ain't nobody trying to teach them nothing. They just go to school, get off the bus, run around the neighborhood until the sun go down. Then they go home, eat up some shit, and go to sleep. Nobody's actually teaching them nothing. Nobody's educating them about, here you go, I ain't see it.
Okay, I mean it's in the dollar store.
The Dollar General?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that's still to our apartment.
Okay.
I know you remember me. Pop, pop, pop. Outside.
Hold on.
I knew it.
Alright, so these kids, and I can speak on people's children that's like this because I have been told several times that my son is very well mannered and he's very intelligent and he's very educated. And if you've ever met us in person, then you know my son is very, very proper, very, very humble, very sweet, very kind, and just very charming and nice to be around. I'm not saying that he's perfect. Everybody has their flaws, but when it comes to respecting adults, when it comes to even respecting other children and respecting himself, he got that down pat. So we not even gonna play like that. We not even gonna get shit confused. So these kids out here have no respect for themselves. They have no respect for elders. They don't have no respect for the community, the property, or none of that. And I say that to say this. That's why I'm going over here.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. There's so much open circle today.
Yeah, they police. I thought they police seen me. I had to hurry up and come park. I'm finna act like I'm going in Walmart. Because I seen them when I was going in Dollar Tree. But now I'm finna go in here and walk around Walmart to like throw him off. You probably can find your little gun in there. Hand me his basket thing. Because I don't know if he was watching me or what. But yeah, I don't even see where he went to. Hell yeah, that man trying to sneak and do some shit. And then I'm recording and I'm driving. I ain't have no seatbelt on. Making this vlog. Well, I mean, where did he go that fast? Like that police just disappeared.
You gonna see if they had that dog store since we just came out?
I don't know what the hell that was about. I guess he went the other way. But yeah, so come on. So I said all that to say this. When I tell y'all these kids have bullied my son so hard to the point where they jumped him. What? Is that seatbelt tight on him? Leo just tired. He needs to go to sleep or something. That man cry so damn much.
No,
he cry so much.
The seatbelt's not tight on him. He just thinks this paper is...
He think the paper some candy, begging. Like he ain't just have a handful of candy before we left the house. That's why he got 2 cavities. Now I gotta take him to the dentist. This is constant. Y'all, cancers be just emotional to get attention. Leo a cancer, and he's so emotional all the time. And I really feel like it just be for attention. Sit him down, London. Get him together. Hush. I can't even. I'm finna have to make a part 2. Because I'm telling you, I be so frustrated. I just got off live trying to do some readings or whatever. I was just on live on Facebook trying to do some readings. And it don't never be nobody but Leo. Y'all know he just turned 2. When I tell you he want to get the cards and eat the cards. He want to wrap them. Hey, what? Just let him do whatever. It don't even matter. That shit is ridiculous. And then that's another thing too. You never know what a person is going through behind closed doors. I am a single parent. So the last thing that I want to have to deal with is noisy ass fucking neighbors. To the point where once I finally get my kids to stop crying and go to sleep and I get them fed and get them comfortable, the last thing I want to deal with is my neighbors' bullshit. I shouldn't have to hear my neighbors going through whatever they're going through. They don't have to hear me. Because regardless of how loud Leo getting shit, I'm not over there yelling at him. I'm being patient as I can. Yes, I be frustrated, but I'm not finna scream at him because he's a baby. And so they over there screaming at each other. And that shit be pissing me the fuck off. Because I'm like, I'm already tired, bro. I'm already going through a lot. As far as like when it comes to my kids, because I don't have no help with them. So when I'm at home, I want to be at peace. Is that too much to ask for in a place that I pay rent? I pay rent there, so I can't get no rest. I can't get no sleep. And I'm already like overstimulated throughout the whole day. So excuse me, y'all, if I sound frustrated throughout this video. Because just thinking about everything that we're going through at home, which I should say the house, because it's not a home. What we're going through at the house, it frustrates me. And then, like I said, I need to get Leo evaluated. Because Leo, I just need to get him evaluated to see what's going on with him for real. Because he just like this all the time. I don't know if I need to switch up his diet or what, but it's constant crying. Like he going through mood swings, and like he bipolar, he up and he down and shit. Some days he vocal, and then he not talking on top of that. He don't really say much. And he just, you know, that's why I said I'm not blaming the lady next door for having an autistic child. And I know how hard it is dealing with an autistic child, because Leo is showing signs of autism. And that shit get annoying. It get frustrating. I don't care what nobody say, but I don't love him no differently. I still love him with my whole heart. So don't get it fucked up. But yeah, London has been bullied extensively since we have moved over there. There have been times he have went outside and 5 and 10 kids have jumped on him and ripped him out his fucking clothes and everything. Tore his clothes off. Only thing I ain't gonna say his clothes. He had a backpack on, shoes, pants, and all that stuff, and his toys. And it done been times when he done came in the house and he ain't have nothing on but his shirt and his pants. His shoes was gone. His backpack was gone. His toys was scattered all over the fucking floor. All over the goddamn ground. Kids have chased him with knives. He has been chased with knives by kids. And then when you ask them what's going on, they blamed him and said that he was chasing them. Mind y'all, it's 3-on-1. Thank you. I got it. Thank you. Mind y'all, it's 3-on-1. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time, it's 3 and 4 kids on one child. So, therefore, you know they lying. Okay. So, he done been chased with knives. He's been jumped by multiple children. They have blocked the door to keep him from getting in the house, and it all be because of his material possessions. Because he got hoverboards, he got skateboards, he got rollerblades, he got all this different type of shit, remote control cars, you know, the little light up toys that you hold in your hand and throw up in the air and they float by themselves. Like, because regardless, I don't know what these other parents out here doing, the parents that's raising the bullies, and I see why they are bullies, because y'all ain't spending no time, no money, no nothing on them. Y'all ain't putting no effort or energy or nothing into these kids. So therefore, when they see a child like mine and it's coming across like he's spoiled and he got more shit than them, they make him a target. So every time he go outside, he's a target because he has nice things. When all y'all pitiful ass bitches gotta do is stop buying weed for like a week. Stop buying liquor for like a week. Put some money to the side to get your son a hoverboard. Put some money to the side to get your daughter some new Barbie dolls. Whatever the fuck y'all gotta do. Whatever the fuck y'all gotta do, because it's sad that my son can't even enjoy his shit because y'all some bum ass bitches and want to spend money on drugs and dick instead of your motherfucking kids. And that's the whole goddamn problem. I gotta hurry and finish this video because I'm running errands and I'm going in circles. I'm going in motherfucking circles because I done got heated and I'm overstimulated already. So somebody even attempted to break in our house. So after we made a police report about the last incident when my son was like, they was chasing him. It was 15 of them chasing him and they tackled him down to the ground. Mind you, it's only me, London, and Leo and Love that's here. So London don't have no other siblings that he can call on or they can go outside with him and help him fight, or no cousins. We down here in New Albany, we don't have no family here. It's just us. You know what I'm saying? It's our family that's here. And so therefore, we don't have, see, he's sweet when he want to be. Give me Shug. Thank you. He's sweet when he want to be, but majority of the time he just
mean.
He ain't mean. He just fussy and frustrating.
Poke me in my marker.
So, London, he's 2. So, and 2-year-olds do that. But it has been so much that have went on. I'm gonna have to make a part 2. And of course, we've reported this. Of course, I've sent her multiple emails about these kids. Of course, I've sent her multiple voicemails and called her several times. Nothing has been done about it. The last thing that I did was made a police report. After I made the police report and I posted it on Facebook, after I made the police report, or was it before? The last report that I made, when I woke up the next day, my front doorknob was hanging off. Somebody had attempted to break in or into our home. Now, I have a couple of ideas or opinions on who that could have been, right? Either it was somebody that I was dealing with or whatever. Either it was somebody that I was dealing with, or I'm 90% sure that it was in retaliation to us making that police report. Because like I said, while you quiet about the abuse, nothing will happen. But once you start reacting to the abuse, that's when they start retaliating. That's when like the bully don't want you to stand up for yourself. And so since we've been standing up for ourselves, complaining about the neighbors, complaining about the kids, complaining about pretty much everything that's going on over there, because they try to make it seem like it's so luxurious and it's so this and it's so that, and that shit is the motherfucking hood. That shit is the motherfucking hood. That shit is the motherfucking trenches, swear to God. And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that crab in a barrel type shit. Everybody that live out there try to pull each other down instead of helping each other up. It's just like being in the fucking ghetto. And she sits there, and the landlord sits there in her office and watches people destroy themselves. You got crackheads out there, junkies. Like I said, untrained, bad-mannered children. Children out here with knives. When I was 9 and 10 years old, we weren't playing with no fucking knives. We weren't doing none of these kids are off the leash. And then when you go talk to their parents are drugged the fuck out. Y'all, it's bad as fuck out there. It's bad as fuck. I'm trying my best not to make this video too long, but y'all done got me riled up and shit now. But yeah, I got up the next day and my doorknob was hanging off. I made a police report. I got the pictures. I'm gonna make a post. But it's just been fucking hell since we moved over there. And I'm gonna come back with a part 2, because I gotta tell y'all about the little handicapped, mentally impaired little white girl that took liking to my son. And she was asking him to do weird ass shit. This is the newest thing that's going on. Everybody that's out there, mark my words, as I go on and continue with this story, everybody out there has some type of mental impairment. They're handicapped in some type of way. Remember, the landlord wants to be the smartest person out there. She want He done uncrunked the damn car. London, get him, please. I'm so glad we was already parked, because Leo just done uncrunked the car. I guess he said, Mama, you can't sit here and run your gas out. But anyway, so everybody out there is mentally impaired. And mind you, when I was applying to move out there, I had to pretend to be slow. I had to pretend like I didn't know what was going on. I had to pretend like I needed help with the application. I had to pretty much dumb myself down in order for her to even approve me to stay out there. Okay? This is a narcissist. This is somebody that wants to be the smartest person in the room. Right? Because anybody that's just as smart as her or smarter than her, she considers